Hello everybody, CalviNNatioN here today with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a collection update. Now I've never really done this before. I never really thought about doing it before until the other day. I got 2 requests to do this, and before that I never got a single request to do it, so I figure with 2 requests it's a good excuse to make this video, so hopefully you guys enjoy. What I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to run down the list of knives that I have so far up to this point in time. Maybe talk about each one a little bit, talk about why I got it, you know, what I like about it, what I dislike about it. So let's get started. So basically I store all my knives here. This is a Waterloo tool chest. This is, in my mind, the best possible thing to hold your knives in. It can lock. It has a whole bunch of drawers, they slide out. It just really works well. I got the idea from X-Acto, great guy. Definitely check out his channel. He uses, I think, the exact same toolbox as well. Basically, these things are used traditionally for, you know, tools. It's a toolbox, so you find these a lot in like auto mechanic shops, that type of thing. But let's get started with the first knife. Now, here's the first one I will show you. This is the OD Green Spyderco Ladybug. Now this is a sick knife. This is one of my earlier knives. I got this last year. This was actually to replace my earlier black Ladybug, my serrated one. I actually lost it and I love the knife, so I decided to get another one. I am a fan of the plain edge rather than the serrated edge, so I went with this one. I also like the green color. Awesome knife. You guys know VG10 lockback, FRN scales. Sick knife, and hopefully I can just get all the knives down here in frame so you guys can see all of them together at the end. Second knife here is actually my long lost black Ladybug. Now this was actually one of my very first knives, my actually good knives. And this is the serrated model, black FRN, VG10, and I did lose this, like I said, a long time ago. I only found it about 2 months ago, maybe actually a month ago. It was actually in my couch, and now this couch was really old, so we were tossing it, and it fell out of the couch when we were tossing it, so good to have it back. Awesome knife. Still very sharp after all that time. It was lost for about 10 months or so. So that's a nice find. Oh, won't close that there. Put that beside its buddy there. So next knife here is the Kershaw. I believe this is the OD2 or the OD1. I'm not sure, but it's the smaller of the two. I believe it's the OD1 or no, OD2. I have no idea. But there it is. It's not wanting to focus too well. This knife is not bad. This is actually probably one of my least favorite in the collection, though. There's a bunch of little ghillie suit chunks on here. I actually put this right under my ghillie suit, so a lot of times the little fibers fall into it. But anyway, there it is, Kershaw. It's got the flipper in the back, 8CR13 MOV steel. It's a very good knife for the price, but definitely not my favorite. Liner lock there as well. This one costs only about, like, it's between 10 and 20 bucks, I know that, but it's a very good knife for the price. We'll stick that guy right down there as well. Next knife here is the Spyderco Dragonfly, and yeah, these are all pretty dirty. This was my main EDC for a long time. I absolutely love this knife. I still swap it in and out for my carry knife once in a while. Awesome knife for EDC. You can see the size there in your hand. It fits real well. It's got that the deep thumb ramp and the finger choil. Super ergonomic, lock back, VG10. Just great knife. It's got the G10 scales. Very solid and just super sharp. This one is shaving sharp at the moment. I did sharpen it up. It does have to be one of my favorite knives. I also love that wire clip there. Great knife. If you're looking for a Spyderco, a small to medium size one for EDC, this is my #1 recommendation. Moving on here, we got the SOG Flash One here. Get that to focus. Now this knife is very, very cool. I love the shape. Looks very tactical. It's got this, you know, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what SOG calls it. Kind of like an axis lock type of mechanism. But it is also spring assisted, which opens very, very fast. I'll just show you kind of what that's like. Right here already you can see it pops out. One of my fastest opening knives, definitely. It's also got this lock here. You can lock it in, actually, can you lock it in the open? I don't know. No, but it locks in the closed position if this is all the way down. So there is the SOG Flash One. Very, very nice knife. AUS 8 steel, I believe, and definitely great for the price. Also a very cheap knife. So here's my next one, and now this one's got all kinds of ghillie suit fibers on it too, but give it a quick clean off. This is my Grasshopper here. Now this one is actually kind of cool. This one was sent to me by Warriors and Wonders. By accident, I ordered the Kiwi, and they sent me this one instead. So I sent them an email back, you know, letting them know what happened. So they sent me the Kiwi for free. So I got, you know, the Kiwi for free, and that was a nice little thing there. Great service at Warriors and Wonders if you're, you know, looking for a site and you're Canadian. Probably wouldn't recommend them if you're in the U.S. They're more of a primary Canadian site. But yeah, there's the Grasshopper. You gotta love those slip bit stainless steel Spideys. Put that boy down there. Next, and gonna clean that off a little bit as well, is my Kiwi that they did end up shipping me for free. This is a sick knife. Some of you might not really like this shape. I actually ordered it for the shape. I think it looks sick. It's pretty much just a straight Wharncliffe blade, or whatever you call it. I think it's Wharncliffe. Ultra sharp. I haven't used this too much. Now this one is one of the only stainless steel Spideys you can open with one hand, and I'm not even gonna really try because it is still very hard, but very, very cool. Again, in the 8 Sierra 13 MOV. I believe, like most of the other stainless steel Spideys, the only thing that's wrong with these is they do scratch up very easily, but it is pretty easy to fix. You can see there I did kind of polish that side again. That side got very scratched, but it does show stains and scratches very easy. Okay, let's see. Next one here is my my MiniGrip Tilian. This is also one of my favorite knives. I got this on a ski trip. Some of you guys may know that every year I go to Vermont for a ski trip, and I hit up a local gun store and check out their knives. Usually pick one up on the way. Before I got the Benchmade Model 51 there. This year I got the MiniGrip Tilian. This is the Tanto, obviously, axis lock. And recently I actually did polish the pocket clip here, as you can see. Sorry that it's upside down. Can't really tell on the camera. And that came out pretty nicely. It was complete black before. You can check out my review to see what it's like. And to be honest, it looked pretty ugly. So I polished it up. Looks a lot nicer now. But one of my favorite knives, definitely one I often rotate around in my EDC. Really like that knife to carry. So we'll pop that guy down here as well. Okay, those are still in frame, good. Next, we have the Cold Steel MiniTech Kiradashi. This knife is absolutely awesome as well. I got this knife, I think around maybe, was it February of this year? Very cool, very sharp. This is one of the few cold steels I have. I'm not much of a cold steel guy, and this isn't really your traditional cold steel either, but I really like it. It's got the long etched G10 Very, very grippy, super deep finger well and thumb ramp. You can attach it with the Kydex sheath it comes with here on the beaded necklace. Very, very cool. Once in a while I'll hang this around my neck as I go out. But very, very cool. Also bead blasted there. And I'm actually surprisingly not a huge fan of the bead blast either, but it suits it on this guy. Very, very cool. You know, one of the only reasons why I don't really like the bead blast as much is because of the opened pores. If you guys don't know, with the bead blast, a lot of times you will get rusting, you know, just surface rust, because the water, when you bead blast a knife, it actually opens up the steel's pores, and you know, water can get there a lot easier, stay in there, and you know, end up causing rust, even if you bead blasted a stainless steel. By the way, that Kiridashi is AUS 8, I believe. Next up, we have my Benchmade Model 915 Triage. This is an awesome knife. This is one of the ones I use very frequently in my EDC. I love the orange. If you guys know, I am kind of in a orange knife spree right now. I got the Orange Military and the Moran. Very, very cool knives. But cool things about this knife, it's got the safety hook here in 440C, which is super, super cool. Very, very sharp. Also, as you can see there, it's got the glass, whatever you call it, the carbide glass puncher. So this knife is a very good utility, safety, all-purpose type of tool. It's got the modified sheep's foot blade, and it comes in the axis lock. Very, very cool. Dual thumb studs, and it's in the N680, I believe, blade steel. Yep, it's N680. Very high corrosion resistance. Also very hard. Great steel. So we'll put that up there. Next up, we got my Zero Tolerance 350 with the flipper. This is got a tungsten DLC coating, which makes it very, very durable, or at least the coating makes it very, very durable. Very, very sharp. Comes in S30V. This is probably my best quality knife for the money. It's an awesome, awesome knife. More ghillie suit fibers on there. It was only about $110 for me. I think it's actually $107. You know, for what you're getting, it's amazing. It's got the assisted opening, huge liner lock, which works amazing. Heavy duty clip, which is reversible and tip up, tip down, right and left. G10 spacer, jimping. Very, very good quality. I love this knife. This was one of my first knives to get. Again, one of my more high quality knives, that is. But very happy with that one. This guy's not let me down. This was actually kind of to take place of the Emerson Commander. Now, I've always wanted the Emerson Commander ever since I got started into folders. That is the main folder that I wanted. But I never ended up getting one because they go out of stock very easily. And you know what? The ZT350 is very close to the Commander. So I picked that one up, but again, later did get the Commander. And here it is. It's got the thumb disc for opening in 154 cm steel. Partially stone-washed blade, satin blade, V-grind, very, very nice. This is the Mini Commander. I am very glad that I did go with the Mini. I do like smaller knives, especially for EDC. Very, very sharp. I have been carrying this one around mostly as it is now, since it is one of my newer knives. I like to carry around each of my newer knives as I get them. It's got the liner lock, titanium scales, jimping on the back here, G10 spacer, jimping up here as well. Awesome, awesome, heavy duty knife. Very cool. Next up, we got my orange military here. This is also a awesome knife. Now, I know I'm saying that about every one of these, but very, very sick. It's got the S30V stainless steel, very enlarged thumb hole, very pointy, very sharp, very nice looking. Got that orange G10. As you can see, it does show stains a little bit easier right here, but I guess that's what you get for the orange. But I love the color. It's super, super light. I believe it is a titanium liner. The liner isn't super thick, but you know, it's not going to fail on you. It's got a pocket clip here. Unfortunately, it is only in one position, which is a tip up on the right side, and or is it? Yeah, tip up on the right side. But one of my favorite knives, nonetheless. So put that guy down as well. Next up, we got my Benchmade Bedlam. Now this is the manual Bedlam. Also a great knife. Very glad I got this one. This one actually took like 2 months to get to my house. Unfortunately, Canada Post lost it, and I was really looking forward to this one, and it took a long ass time to get here, sorry, but it finally got here, and I am very happy with it. Super heavy duty, super, super thick, pretty heavy. Only thing about this is, and I think this is only on mine, the pocket clip really isn't that tight, so I don't carry it that much. It's going to stay in the pocket, but I am a little bit afraid of that falling out, especially with the weight. It's also got the very heavy duty steel skull crusher or window smasher, whatever you want to call it. Awesome textured G10 axis lock, very quick opening, and very, very sharp. The tip is absolutely devastating. You know, I wouldn't want to get in a fight with this guy. Moving along, we got my orange Spyderco Moran fixed blade. This knife is very, very sharp. It's got that traditional Spyderco leaf shape. It even has the Spyderco hole there. It's in VG10. It's got orange FRN and black rubber spacers in there, or inserts. It's also got a rubber insert for your thumb here, which doesn't provide a whole lot of grip. You can also choke up a little bit more and get your finger into this little choil here, mounted right on the blade. Very, very cool knife. It actually, unfortunately, is not full tank construction, so you know, a couple downsides to that one there, but I brought this on my fishing trip. Worked very well in everything I needed it to do. Very cool. Anyway, that's it, I believe, for this part of the drawer. I just got a few boxes here. That's for my Bill Moran. Got the Phoenix flashlight box, the Bedlam, and some Surefire batteries there. Let's go down a drawer. Here's all my boxes, as you can see there, and that's not all of them. I might actually get the bottom of this thing so I can store more boxes, but these are very expensive. Anyway, here's the Balisong drawer. Now, carrying this down, they did shift a little bit, but anyway, we'll keep going. You guys probably know most of these in there by just looking at them. First off, we got the awesome Benchmade Model 42. This was my first super high quality Balisong, and I got kind of lucky, and I actually got this about a month before they were discontinued, and I got this from that same store that I go to when I go on a ski trip. Very, very cool knife. Titanium handles, spring latch, 154 cm. You guys know the drill. Very, very cool. And next we got the Benchmade Model 47. This is also a very cool knife, one of the Benchmade Model 4X series. This is actually, I believe, stainless steel handles. It's a little bit heavier, spring latch, and the 440C blade. I don't know if that's going to show up here. I can't see it on the camera here, but I'm sure you guys can see that there. It's in the Tanto. Very, very cool knife. You know, I'm pretty lucky to own 2 of these here. Next up, we have my Benchmade Model 51. Now I notice I've hit the 20-minute mark, so I'll hopefully speed this up a little bit. This one is what I've been flipping a lot recently. Very great flipper, great for EDC, just an awesome knife in general. D2 steel, modified spear point blade, spring latch, anodized titanium liners. Very, very nice knife. If you guys have the chance, definitely pick this one up as well. Definitely Benchmade's best balisong in production right now. Next up, we got the Benchmade Model 32. Now this actually came out before the 51. This is the smaller version of the 51. Also D2, same stuff as the 51. Very, very cool. Now I actually got this one and the 53 together from pvk.com. Now I am Canadian, that's why I ordered from there. I would not suggest ordering from there if you are in the US. But anyway, you know, on to the point. I did get both of these from pvk.com with some money I won from a prize from a Spyderco contest. That is why I actually bought the 53. Now I have got a lot of questions on why I bought the 53. I only got it because I had that prize money left over. I would not get this with my own money. I thought, might as well get it. I got some money that's not even really my own, and I picked it up. It is definitely not a great flipper. It's good for EDC, but not even great. Hopefully a review will come out for this soon, but just wanted to clarify why I got this, because a lot of you thought it was kind of weird that I did buy this, but it was because of that prize money. Anyway, actually we'll just give you a little bit of, we'll just show you that a little bit more. It's got the G10 handles, which are very, very light, and I'm not going to get too in depth because I will have a review on this. It's got the D2 steel that's in a stone wash, jimping there on the thumb rest, or whatever you want to call it. Tang pin design. It's got the traditional free-flowing T-latch, or pinned latch, whatever you want to call it there. Aluminum spacers, pocket clip. You guys know the drill. This was a design from Marlowe, Charles Marlowe. He is a knife designer that Benchmade indeed did hire to create the 53. I believe he actually made the 53 before, and Benchmade picked up the design and you know, produced it from Benchmade. But anyway, we'll keep going. Here is the Spyderco Small Fly. This is my favorite small balisong that I own. I think it's my favorite small balisong that is out there right now. It is 154 cm, which is an awesome steel. I think it just looks fantastic. For some people, this is probably kind of an acquired taste, but I think it looks sick. It actually flips very well. It's got the spring latch, steel handles, and I believe steel spacers. I mean steel liners at least, but G10 handles, tang pin design, made in Golden, Colorado. Very, very cool knife. I believe there actually is still one of these for sale at PVK too, if you guys want to check that out, because sorry, these are discontinued as of right now. So if you want one, check out PVK. I believe they have one on for sale. Next up, my Chimera 3. You can see there, stainless steel handles. I believe 8 Sierra 13 MOV steel. You can see there is oil on there. I do put a lot of oil on them for corrosion resistance. These are again bead blasted, so they are more prone to rust. But you guys get the drill there. Chimera 3. Next up is my Chimera 5. Now I gotta be careful opening this one because you can see here it's tight, and it just cut me the other day because it is so tight, and I gotta loosen it and then Loctite it. But this is the one that cut me. There's been problems with this one, you know, easily fixable, but I don't flip this one anymore because you know, it's damaged me up pretty good. You guys might have seen the video, I got 7 stitches from it. But there it is. This is, I guess, kind of like the second generation chimeras with these handles instead of the horizontally skeletonized ones. Now we can talk about this forever, but I believe the chimeras are gone way too far with their designs. They have the G10 models now and the carbon fiber models. I think they should just put a rest to the chimera line and start new. But again, more Benchmade boxes here. Not all of them are Balisong boxes. If you're curious, that is the 47 box right here. That is the older generation boxes, since the 47 is an older generation Balisong. There are all the knives for you guys, and there actually is 2, I think, or so left out. Actually, here's another one. The Cold Steel True Flight Thrower. Now this one is sick. Still got to do a review on that, as well as maybe do some videos of me actually throwing it. Now since surgery I haven't thrown it at all, so definitely gonna have to do some videos on that. Very, very sharp, very cool knife. Got the paracord handle, very solid, very cool. Now I'm not gonna go over this too much. Broken Endura. Gotta just put that back together. It's not actually broken, just gotta put it together. Here is the blade down here. But just here's some miscellaneous stuff. Here's a Benchmade pouch. Here's a sheath for the Scottish spike, which I actually don't have on me right now. Sorry, I think I might have been out of view here for a while. But yeah, this drawer just has a bunch of stuff in here, a bunch of crap. Sandpaper. It's got the Spyderco triangle sharp maker. Swiss Army case. Balio. Got a couple of those. Those are very fun. Anyway, let's keep going. Just getting close to being done here. Last thing I'm going to show you. Oh, sorry, here's my Scottish spike. I did bring that down. Now this is kind of my test knife. Before, you might have seen me polishing it. I did polish it. The other day I actually did a very rudimentary stone wash. I actually just took a bucket, filled it with stones, and just see what happened. I was really bored, so that's why. And it actually doesn't look terrible. Really, you're supposed to use ceramic stones. I just took stones from, pile of gravel. But I know, weird, but whatever. Last, certainly not least, my cold steel cookery. Now I did polish this too. You can see it is rusty. I used it the other day and it rusted up in like 2 minutes. So that kind of sucks. But I'll have to sand that back off, and I'll probably just end up not really using it because it's gonna rust up to shit if I even use it at all. But there it is. Cold steel cookery. So there is all my knives, guys. 28 minutes, 30 seconds. This is a long vid. Sorry for all the rambling. Just thought I'd put this video out. I know you guys are probably a little bit interested in seeing all my knives, instead of just the single unboxing every month or so. But yeah, there's all the knives. Definitely more knives to come. Now, since surgery, I am not working, so that definitely is slowing down my knife buying, a lot. But definitely more knives to come. I actually bought a knife today, and it is a Balisong, starts with a B, named after a mythical dragon creature. So that's a hint for you guys. It's going to be a awesome knife, guys, so stay tuned for that. We are now approaching the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to quit. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and have a great day. See you later.